Fursuits, love them or hate them, they're a huge part of the furry community. Like, you pretty much see them everywhere on social media. They're kind of like the main focus of it as well. Don't get me wrong, they are freaking adorable. Like, they're so soft, fluffy, and just like, they're so huggable. Even though like we see such a huge part of the community just involving just like photography and just like seeing fursuits, it's not necessary to have a fursuit to be a furry. When you think about furry, the first thing that we see is the suits, but if we go beyond that, we can see stuff like art. There are writings out there, comics, animations, and honestly just characters themselves. Like, there's a whole bunch of things that involves furry just because it's the embodiment of like anthropomorphized animals. So many people get like hung up on the idea of, oh, I need a suit to like be a part of this community or to like be more involved with it, which I can agree to some extent. You are more likely to like be more involved in the community because it is a big commitment. Like, you're putting a bunch of funds into this suit, and if you better wear that thing if you bought it. Like, because like if you buy it and you don't wear it, then like what was the point if you're just gonna have it in your closet, right? I will say it is motivating, encouraging you like go out and interact with the people around you more. But I also think that people mix that up with the idea of like you need a suit to interact with people more. You can do that without the suit. Like, you can just, their community is so vast. There's like tons of more people without suits than there are people with suits. It's just that you see the people with suits, I feel like they're more popularized because, oh hey, big fluffy animal, I can see that, oh my god, I can recognize their character more because I can see it visually. It's something I like, I remember it more, you know? You don't need a suit to be a furry. Like, you can just participate in this community. I think that a furry itself is just someone who, you know, just likes the anthro characters, right? If someone wants to go out of their way and meet other people who like this niche thing, then yeah, I would consider them a furry. I don't necessarily think that, oh, I need to spend X amount of dollars to get this thing, to then therefore get that thing, to therefore be a furry, right? Like, you don't need that. I think the same thing with art. Like, you don't need a bunch of art or even a character, in fact, to like be a part of this community. I speak about this just because I feel like so many people just get, I need a suit, I have no friends, I have no pardon me, I have no friends, I have no connect, I don't know anybody because if only I had a suit. If you're spending so much money, like how much are let me hold on. What is the average fursuit cost? $100 to $5,000. You know, $100, okay, like that's if it's 100, then okay, whatever. But like, yeah, 5,000 plus is like I would understand. Like, that's a huge investment, and I think that like people are pretty much quick to spending that much money on something superficial, I want to say, because you don't need it. It's nice to have a suit, but I don't think it's worth, like, if you're in a poor financial situation or just poor situation in general and just like using all of your funds for just to see, I don't think that's worth it, because there's so many more better things you could do to bettering yourself in your whole life instead of just like a suit. Yeah, I just think that like as a community we need to realize that we are real people and that you should focus more on the people themselves than just the suits, right? It's like we're all here because we want to meet new others who enjoy the same thing as us. So why do we need a suit to do that, right? Yeah, definitely. Like, you don't need to have a fursuit, you don't need to have a character, you don't need to have art. All you need is just willingness to participate in the community, like furry animals, and want to meet others.